Prince Harry, has he truly cut off all members of his own family? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in St James's Palace. Good to have your company today. Another windy day here in London town. I love wandering around these places, as you know. St James's Palace, you know, when you come down here late at night, you have to be careful, simply because it's guarded with the British Army, and they're not exactly, shall we say, shy at pointing their rifle in your direction if they feel that you're trespassing. But it is a wonderful place during the day, and literally, if you're wondering where it is and you are in London, the Ritz is just up the road. Not that I can afford that, but it's lovely to walk past and dream, isn't it? But back as ever to your latest royal story from London today. What's interesting for me is that Prince Harry, as we're told, you know, and we've told you this, has tried to make contact with certain people regarding his forthcoming book. Obviously, he's looking at ex-people that worked for him, alongside, of course, his mother, Princess Diana, to try and sort of put memories together. After all, he was such a young boy when he lost his mother. You can understand his story will need at some point fleshing out. But according to a very good source, there is one member of the British royal family that truly does miss Prince Harry. But who is it? Apparently the person that truly does miss Prince Harry, no mention of Meghan I might add, but does miss Prince Harry, is none other than, of course, the budding Prince George. Now, we all fell in love with Prince George, didn't we, at the football earlier this year? The way he gleefully leapt into his mum's arms after that goal. And of course, you could see just how close George and William are. And I think really that endeared a lot of people to the British monarchy. You know, people say, oh yes, but you know, it is nice to see those family moments, you know, those unguarded moments. Now, as I say, according to a very good source, Prince George and Prince Harry used to be very close. And according to that good source also, Prince George is at a bit of a loss as to why he can't make such contact with Prince Harry. Now, we can't speculate as to the reason why. Obviously, we do know there's family fractions, and you've got to be careful if you're going to do Zoom or Skype or any of those social media platforms and what in fact you talk about. But it does seem such a shame if this story is, of course, and we have to say as ever on the show, allegedly true, that Prince Harry's definitely moved away from his family, because there's clearly lots of people still over here that miss the fun and frivolity that he was as an uncle. And it does appear that Prince George is certainly still one of his #1 fans. Now, if Harry and Meghan do decide to return to the United Kingdom, that will of course make Prince George very happy. But I can't really see this relationship being, put back together anytime soon, given the ongoing fractious relationship between Prince William, Prince Harry, and of course, let's not forget, the Duchess of Cambridge, who are finding it very hard to forgive and forget, and more importantly, move on from that diabolical Oprah Winfrey interview. Neil Sean, St James's Palace, London.